Yo, Alchemy, United in the building. Big game, and we lost it. Our title hopes was hanging on a thread, league title hopes, but we hadn't given up, and that's not in our nature. But we knew that we had to win this game to have realistic hopes of challenging. We couldn't do it. We got no excuses. We were well prepared. For this game, mentally, tactically, everything was well. One thing we that did slip us is the weather. We had our weather conditions on random, and we should have changed that, but it never occurred to us. And in the end, that did play a part in the game, as it started raining, and once the pitch got soaked, you got a kind of laggy vibe to the game. But it's not lag, it's the rain, and we were chasing the game at that time, which didn't make it any easier, to be fair. But that was the same for both clubs. I know Inter felt it, and you know, here you're gonna see Lukaku doing dummy shot. He's fully up on form. So you know, when you got quality players at your club that are doing the real damage in real life, it's gonna reward you, or it should reward you in the EFA. So although he dummy shotted a fully up on form Van Dijk, which I'm not sure if that's within the realms of reality outside of Pez, I still feel it was a well-deserved goal. You're looking at a heavyweight clash here, and that was a haymaker landed very early in the game. So of course, when you're dealing with heavyweights, any sort of haymaker blows is going to change the dynamics of the fight. And obviously it was already a game where we had to be sort of like positive minded in terms of more thinking of winning, and now we've even got to commit to attack even more. But we know we're playing an unbeaten side, a quality side. You know, they're top of the league by some distance before this game, before their game with Stoic. So you know, this is a task ahead. Now we're trying to gather ourselves and compose ourselves, and before we can even do that, they've hit us with another. And now this second goal, I have to say, was a great move. Whereas the first one, I feel like it's a goal that happens within the Pez realm. I don't expect my defender, who's arguably the best defender in the world, to get beaten by Lukaku by skill. If it's pace and power, I accept it because Lukaku's fully on form, but not by a jinx or dummy shot. But this goal was just a great move by a team that was already confident, that now has the confidence of an early goal under their wings. And that was just a great one-touch pass goal, in my opinion. And that was more or less the game done. But there's a lot of positives for us to take out of the game. At this point, we could have been really downhearted, but we still had our composure, and you know, we was determined to try and make something of it. Although we knew realistically in our mind, against this quality of opposition, being 2-0 down when only 15 minutes have gone, realistically we knew that the game's probably gone. But the mentality with us is not to be bitching and making excuses. We just got to keep looking for the win, even if it's not there. So we kept on going, but no, those early goals, yeah, they did the trick. But yeah, like I was saying, man, the positives is we kept going, and I think we performed well. The reality is that Inter got early goals, and you know, where they're really familiar with the way we play, and we're familiar with the way they play. So they have a level of comfort against us because of familiarity can breed comfort. And so you don't see the unsureness that you sometimes see in their play when they play others. So what I'm trying to say here is this Inter for me destroys most of the clubs in the Pep in the EFA. If you watch this game, this is higher quality, even though it was 3-1. This doesn't look like, if you don't tell people that both teams are using zero pass support, you wouldn't know, such as the quality on display. But Inter's got quite a cautious style. You know, they keep the ball quite stingy. So once you go behind against them, you're in trouble. You're in big trouble, because you've got to now press to even get the ball, and that leaves you at risk at the back. Yeah, I would like to see them against some other sides, if they can do this level of performance, because if they do, I think we're looking at new champions of the league, and that's going to be a historic thing, because the Pep has only ever had 2 winners, and that's ourselves, Alchemy United, we proudly say, and of course Stoic. Nobody else has ever won this league. So yeah, if they can keep this up, they'll surely make that history, and we'll be happy for them, because we think that they deserve it. I mean, nobody really does this to us. We've done this to them before, but I don't think they've ever done this to us. Usually we lose, and we lose by 1 goal if we do lose. You know, we don't lose a lot, but when we do, it's usually a very tight game. But this game we were restricted to only 1 chance, and that's another positive. We showed how sharp and dangerous we are, you know, because that 1 chance we put away clinically, and it came from 2 new signings, which is another thing we're very happy about. Gareth Bale, we noticed his quality out wide, the quality of his crossing. We mentioned it to his former manager Zebra Rovers, that his crossing is quite impressive, and then on his debut puts in a lovely cross for Andre Silva, who's also his league debut game for us, who puts the header past Handanovic, who was probably on form. I mean, most of Inter's players would have been on form for this game, because I noticed before the game I was dreading, because there's a header there. I was dreading because all my players were having unusually bad weeks, which resulted in Mane was down for us, and Mbappe was down for us for this game. But Lukaku, monster form in real life at the moment. Obviously he plays with Handanovic, who was amazing in the game the week before. So they had a lot of players on form, a credit to them, and it was a well-deserved win. Now we just want to welcome Inter to the big boys, this or the elite club. It's maybe premature, but at the end of the day, last season they finished 2nd. They've been top 4, I think, the season before that, and they look on course to clinch the title. And we want to give them some advice. Want to say to Inter, say it. Say it. They laugh with you and joke with you. Say it. I want to use it for something. Please.
I can't even remember what I said now.
Yeah, you said these people, they laugh with you and joke with you. You only got to see it, and they'll see how cutthroat they are. But say it, please.
They laugh with you and joke with you, but you make one mistake and then ready to crucify you.
If you haven't got haters, if you're not getting a bit more attention than everybody else, you haven't done anything. So again, welcome. If they're trying to dirty your name, some people chat like bitches, Twitter fingers, keyboard warriors, and some people's chat is done in action, in life, and that's how the champions talk. So obviously we're disappointed with this result, but you know, we want to big up Inter, congratulate them on their win, and we will now focus on defending our title, Champions Cup. We're confident that we will finish in the top 4 again, and maybe we can get a good EFA Cup run. But that's it from us. Thanks for listening. Peace.
My actions speak like the cymbals clang. like
Obviously, yeah, it was a good game today. I mean, Firmino really stood out. I wouldn't say I dominated the game. Yeah, he had 51 possession, I believe. Yeah, it was pretty even the game. I believe so. He was a good opponent.